By the way, I filled up a glass of Grey Goose up here on stage. Is this like a sword swallowing act to you guys? Like, am I like Mel Gibson in Beyond Thunderdome with the kids? Like, oh, the pocket clips. Whoa, fly, pilot man. He has a full glass of liquor in his hand. All right. I'm not mad. It's not you guys. It's the fucking government. And by government we mean the ghosts of like weird. Like it's got to be like some guy in the 1800s was like, well, they can't have doubles because every time I have a double, I know I want to rape people. Because I'm a vile person that makes laws, and I make them because I ask myself, what would I like to do today if I could do anything I wanted to do? Well, I'd eat that little girl, and I'd own those black people, and and I'd hit them when they did something wrong, and I'd clobber my wife over the head with a shovel and like bury her in the backyard. We got to start like making laws against this stuff. Because they're making the mistake of going, oh, everyone's a vile old prick in the world. And it's just, that's the problem. That's why we have to figure out, Jeff, the Constitution for Harmontown. And it has to be like a little piece of code. It has to just be a very simple, got to figure it out before we get back to L.A.
I think it's do what you want.
It is it's everyone gets to do what they want.
But you got to say it like that.
Unless... you
got to say it. It's Jeremy Kramer's old bit. Do what you want. It's like the mafia.
Everyone gets to do whatever they want unless it interferes with someone else's ability to do whatever they want. ... Question mark. I don't know what to put in there.
I don't know. Like,
and if two people both want to do something and they can't both do it without one of them having to do something they don't want or not getting to do whatever they want, then you engage in a ritual called patty cake. Or
well, I think like back in the old days, like manners were like there was a high premium on courtesy, and like people opened doors for each other, and people like helped old ladies across the street and put cloaks over puddles and stuff like that. I don't know if they really did. That might just be in a book, but maybe they just had more cloaks back then. They didn't care as much, but. Now, like as we have evolved technologically and we evolve as a species, courtesy just seems just to be something it's just dying. It's like it's devolving. Well, I think the whole thing comes down to, I want to do this, but I want to smoke a cigarette, but these people might not want it. And someone walks over and politely goes, "Hey, man, could you not smoke a cigarette?" I'm sorry. Like I'll take it outside, or maybe, or have a human conversation about be adults, have some common courtesy is my thing.
Yeah, but then there's this rise of the passive aggressive like mutant, like somebody who's cool but is always getting what they want, like leveraging people socially. Like you have to protect against,
but then you tell that person you're being a dick. Shut up.
Well, and then that person can also say you're being a dick for not giving. But it's like there needs to be a little bit of a foolproof. Like I understand the whole idea is be cool. But it's gotta have. Here's my theory. There's got to be a way to back the dollar with human life instead of like a mythical piece of gold in Fort Knox or a stock or the dollar itself or pride in your country. If you were able to back a nation's currency, because currency is going to be useful still for a little while. We can't all become hippies and run around and kiss gazelle or something. Like we got a good 100 years left of still needing poker chips to get through our day, like to make transactions. I say though, you can back that currency with. It's like a video game. Like when you're playing a video game, there are video games where you're like walking down the street and then there's like a thing that goes, someone needs help, and then you go and help them and then you get some bonus points. And they're actual points that you can use to get a bigger gun and blow the fuck out of something. Like it's like shit that you can use to make yourself cooler. At the very least, when you show up, because I've discussed this before. I was just saying like if I'm walking down the street and there's a guy laying on the sidewalk in a puddle of his own piss and he's going like, I had a bad day today, can you help me out? My reason for not stopping and having a conversation with him and seeing how I can help him is I'm late for lunch. I got shit to do. I got a script to finish. I got all this stuff to do. So, and the reason I got to finish my script or be on time to lunch with my friend, all that stuff just has to do with capitalism, really. It just has to do with like okay, I'll end up like him if I help him. I'll end up like him if I help him. So all you have to do is reverse that and say, if I help him, the opposite. So that when we see a guy laying in the middle of the sidewalk in a puddle of his own piss, we go, holy shit, I can't believe I found one. Like, this is like a hidden package in Grand Theft Auto. Like, I just stumbled. Do you know how rare these are? people who need my help, I'm rich. And because if I help them, then it's like I get like points. I get like a power up of some kind. And then because the whole country works that way, we're the most powerful country in the world, because all the other countries go like, oh, that country where nobody's laying on the sidewalk in their own piss. They all just, every time someone starts to have a bad day, 8 people jump on him and help him so that they can profit off of it karmically. And so everyone lives in a fucking like penthouse over there. Everyone's like floating around and...
But you're talking about destroying capital. So then now, so if you replace helping people with capital, like the whole point is that we've got to a place where capital is the whole point. Accumulation of wealth is the definition of success. Competition is a good thing. You know, getting ahead of other people.
Yeah, but like a couple thousand years ago, the definition of poor was, you know, you lived until 25 if someone didn't come into your house, stab you in the face, and fuck the stab hole. Like, that's not what it means to be poor anymore. Now being poor means you eat a Big Mac out of a dumpster and you have a coat that someone gave you. Like you're still walking around without a house and you get fucking cold and you die sooner. But like the poverty, the definition of the 99% like keeps going up. We can increase that by 1,000-fold. That's my theory. I'm no economics professor, but I don't think that capitalism yes, it means that there's like a pyramid in place and that there's a competition in place. But why can't the poorest person in the world have like a giant TV and get to play video games and
could, but it profits none. You know, enough food goes to waste every day to feed almost everybody, and you know, there's certainly enough housing and clothing for everybody. But prices have to be at a certain place. We have to make sure that rich, white, gross people control shit.
They don't have to be. It's just that that's been the easy way to do it. You know. And it's all kind of falling apart anyway. Like rich people, like there's a shorter path to like, you know, keeping poor people poor. Like that's what makes sense to a rich person. But like if you challenge them, they tend to figure new shit out.
The thing that bums me out is like a room like this. There's no government in here. This is the proper definition of anarchism. I mean, there's nobody ruling anybody.
Yeah, if somebody
here
just stood up and was like, "I'm Jesus Christ, I'm gonna shit on my hand and throw it at you," no cop can help me. Like that guy becomes in charge. He's Bane now. He's I'm headlining at Wise Guys. Like, I'm the new Kevin Nealon. There's a lot of Kevin Nealon pictures on the wall here. It's like Kevin Nealon is there.
Is Kevin Nealon a part owner here?
Did Kevin Nealon like resuscitate a dying pregnant woman here? Was he like in the middle of his act and like a woman was like, "I'm 6 months pregnant and choking on a hot wing," and he's like, "Excuse me," and like just brought her back to life and gave her $1,000 and then
Kevin,
closed.
Before you go, how can we repay you? Your thanks is enough. No, how can we repay you? Put up 400 photos of me on the wall.
Create a system of laws in my name that make it hard to drink. I am the Nealon. He's like the Stargate guy. Like he'll come back every once in a while and suppress literacy. But he gets worshipped here. Anyways, like if a guy stood up and like fucking tried to choke me to death, you would be the people that helped me. You would save me possibly, and vice versa. Like we have wait staff here. We have maybe we have a bouncer here. We have these are all private anarchic roles. Like we put you need a bouncer and you need a wait person and you need a club owner and you need a performer and you need an audience, and we're not animals. We know how to fucking behave ourselves. We don't need a fucking senator to tell us like what left from right is. But those are the only people that don't ever do anything. It fucking confounds me how we've created a new society where you know how like bees, like they raise their own royalty. They're just sitting there as larvae. You could fucking eat them. And then these queens hatch, and then they sting the other queens to death, and then they take over, and these poor soldiers are just like, oh, thank God we have a queen again. I understand the desire for comfort and leadership, but in America, the idea of that was that those people are civil servants. It's like, here, you're not wearing a crown. You're wearing a clip-on tie. Get to work, motherfucker. so I can go do the shit I enjoy. I want to be a radio DJ. I want to be a dentist. I want to dig a ditch and then like punch a clock and not worry about shit from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. Some people might prefer doing that shit. None of us want to balance the budget and make the garbage trucks run on time. That's why we elect officials. The president is supposed to be a top-of-the-line fucking dipshit civil servant. He's not supposed to be someone that we cower in the presence of. And most importantly, that people like literally murder and cheat and lie and steal to try to become because they have the most power in the world. And all these fucking lawmakers. All right, anyway, sorry. Let's do a fart corner!
Sports corner. Hold on, I gotta cue up the music.
Fart corner offsets the political rants. Fart corner is the place where I diggity dance. Fart corner's gonna make it real. Fart.
All right,
Fart
everybody.
corner.
It's that time again.
Fart corner.
Fart corner?
Fart.
Fart corner.
Fart corner.
Get ready to get farted on by your favorite farter, Dan Harmon.
What's your name?
Dude.
What's your name?
Colton.
No, it's not. Woo! Fart corner! Sorry about the armchair politics. But when we go to the moon, I swear to God, like when we go to the moon, the first person I catch talking about me like I'm in charge gets shot.
Whoa.
Okay, I overreacted.
Jeez. Said the guy not in charge.
All right, we have to.
Shot.
It's complicated. It's complicated. We have to work it out, but.